Hello everyone, welcome to course study on solid mechanics. In today's lecture, we are going to derive the relation between E and K and EGK. Means we are deriving the relation between Young's modulus and bulk modulus and Young's modulus, bulk modulus and modulus of rigidity. Now we will derive the relation between E and K. To derive the relation between E and K, let us consider a cube of side having length L, all the sides having length L, and which is subjected to the value of direct stress sigma on all the faces of the cube. For example, if I consider a face along x direction, it has the value of direct stress equal to sigma x, and that sigma x is equal to sigma. In the same manner, the face along y direction has the value of direct stress sigma y, which is equal to sigma, and the face along z direction has the value of direct stress sigma z, which is equal to sigma. Therefore, from this we have sigma x equal to sigma y is equal to sigma z, which is equal to sigma. Now we are going to apply the generalized Hooke's law to derive the relation. All of you know that strain is nothing but it's a change in length upon original length. Therefore, if I apply the strain along x direction, I have epsilon x is equal to delta L upon L, which is equal to 1 upon E into sigma x minus mu sigma y minus mu sigma z. This relation we have derived by using the concept of simple strain and by the concept of generalized Hooke's law. And the generalized Hooke's law we have already discussed in the previous lecture also. Now, as we have sigma x is equal to sigma y is equal to sigma z equal to sigma, that value I am going to put into this equation. After putting the value of sigma x, sigma y and sigma z, I have the final equation sigma upon E into 1 minus twice mu. Oh, this mu is extra one, we have to cancel it. By mistake this happened. The final equation 1 is sigma upon E into 1 minus 2 into mu. Therefore, I have the value of strain along x direction is equal to sigma upon E into bracket 1 minus twice mu. This is the equation number 1. We also have volumetric strain. Volumetric strain is denoted by the letter epsilon v, which is equal to change in volume upon original volume. But as derived in the previous slide, I have the value of volumetric strain, which is equal to delta L upon L plus delta B upon B plus delta T upon T. As we have the block side equal to L, we are going to put those value into this equation. Therefore, I have the final equation delta L upon L plus delta L upon L plus delta L upon L. After solving it, I am having the final equation which is equal to 3 delta L upon L. If I put the value of delta L upon L, which I have derived for the epsilon x from equation 1, I am having the final equation, that is epsilon v volumetric strain along x direction is equal to 3 into bracket sigma upon E into bracket 1 minus twice mu. If I divide it by k, I am having sigma v upon k, because all of you know that k is equal to sigma v upon E. 1 minute. We have bulk modulus k is equal to direct stress sigma v upon epsilon v, or sigma only upon epsilon v. After rearranging this equation, I am having the epsilon v is equal to sigma v upon k. Therefore, that value we are going to put into this equation. So, final equation I am having is sigma v upon k, which is equal to 3 into sigma upon E into bracket 1 minus twice mu. After rearranging the equation and solving for the value of E, I am having the relation between E and K, and that relation is E is equal to thrice k into 1 minus twice mu. This is the final relation between E and K. Remember that this relation we have derived by using the concept of strain along x direction and the concept of generalized Hooke's law. Now we are going to derive the relation between E, G, K. As discussed in the previous slide, we have the relation between E and K also, and we have the relation between E and G also. After rearranging all those equations, I have E is equal to 3k into 1 minus twice mu. Because this relation we have derived in the previous slide, E is equal to thrice k into 1 minus twice mu. And as discussed in the previous lecture also, I have the relation between E is equal to twice g into 1 plus mu. After solving those equations and for calculating the value of mu, I have the value of mu for both the equations. Mu is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 minus E upon thrice k. This is the equation 1. And mu is equal to E upon twice g minus mu. This is the equation number 2. Remember that all those equations we have derived by using this equation. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2, as we have the value of mu, we will equate all those equations. I have 1 upon 2 into 1 minus E upon thrice k, which is equal to E upon twice g minus 1. After rearranging the equation, I am having 1 upon 2 plus 1, which is equal to E upon twice g plus E upon 6k. Therefore, I have 3 upon 2, which is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket E upon g plus E upon thrice k. After solving it for the value of E, I am having the final relation between E, K and G. And that relation is given by 9 kg upon 3k plus G. This is the final derivation or relation between E and K and also E, K and G. This relation we have derived by using the concept of generalized Hooke's law, the concept of volumetric strain and the strain only. In the coming lecture, we are going to discuss the numericals based on generalized Hooke's law, the numerical which are based on the simple concept of stress and strain. So we will stop here. Thank you.